using the slate.
Well, you know, when we do auditions, it's like the slate means, my name is Anne Marie Rhodes, and I'm, okay.
Welcome to the Rowdy.com Big Three. I'm Buzz Cutler, sitting next to Anne Marie Rhodes. It's been too long since we've had you in the Rowdy studio.
Way too long.
I think it
was, I was trying to think back, I think it was December.
December.
And when we were singing our Christmas carol.
That's right. Oh, that was a classic. That was a classic. So, Richmond, you were there.
I was there for the day.
You saw Kyle Busch outdrive Denny Hamlin to victory.
Yes, it was very exciting.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact that they're teammates, and I love the fact that they were so close together. And I really loved, after the race, the sort of camaraderie that they had together. You know, Denny seemed happy about getting second and sad about losing, but it wasn't like, oh man, you know, it was, I just kind of liked the way they were talking about each other. I thought it was really neat.
Do you think that two such fierce competitors, two superstars, can walk that line, can maintain that balance between being teammates and being competitors, or at some point is the competitor going to trump the teammate? I
think so. Oh, watch out for Gibbs. Absolutely. Yeah, and again, I say I really enjoy the fact that they're both teammates, and I really enjoy that they're so talented. I just think it's fun to watch them this year. I don't know why this year. It's just different for me, but it's just more fun.
So you don't think Denny's going to say, hey, this is my team, or Kyle's going to say, hey, this is my team? You think they can squelch those egos for long enough?
I hope so, because they're both really interesting drivers, and I like the mix that they have. I think there's just something really intriguing about it.
All right, well, let's move on to issue number 2. You've already sort of teased it. Juan Pablo Montoya taking out Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman was appalled. He voluntarily went to the hauler to talk to Mr. Helton. You've been called to
Juan
Mr.
did not.
You've been called to the hauler to talk to Mr. Helton a couple of times. You know how that is.
I have, yes. Yeah. Yes, I've been mean.
So was Juan Pablo Montoya justified?
Let's just clear that up. I have not been called to the hauler to see him.
Was Juan Pablo Montoya justified in retaliating against Ryan Newman?
It didn't seem that way to me. It really didn't. Maybe Ryan could have given him a little bit more room, but it just, after hearing Ryan talk about it and what he said right after it happened, it didn't really seem like that. Maybe not to the extent that Juan came back at him, because that was a very obvious move. Don't you think it was very obvious? There's no question.
Oh, no. Yeah. I think Juan Pablo Montoya would probably cop to the fact that he took him out. But here's the thing. Juan Pablo Montoya has now dropped out of the top 10. He's still in the top 12, but he fell from 9th to 12th in the standings. So he's out of an automatic chase spot now.
Right.
So is it worth it?
No. Hands down, no. No. If it were me, I would definitely not sacrifice my position, my hard work, not only mine, my whole organization, my team, everything to retaliate. No way. No.
So you think it was a little short-sighted?
I think it was a way wrong move to do that. If it affects you in that way, which it will, obviously, I would not. No way.
Can you make the argument that by doing that, as they get down the stretch in the chase, maybe Ryan Newman will give him a little bit more respect, will give him a little bit more room on the racetrack? So maybe this was a proactive move on Juan Pablo's part.
I don't know if is there that much thought into it? I don't know. You
think it was just emotion?
I think it was emotion. I think maybe it was just emotion. I mean, I was almost about to say maybe not, but no, I think it was probably just emotion, aggression. You know, I'm not a man. A lot of people are like, man, men get that testosterone and they get going. But I just think about, if I were out there, I would really try to control that, because I don't necessarily think that's the best move. It's entertaining, big time, you know, as long as no one gets hurt, obviously. But I don't think I would have done it. No.
Well, I just, on behalf of the Rowdy Nation, let me thank you for clearing up your gender, because we were confused.
Well, no, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, that would, you know, that men, they get out there and they get aggressive, and you know, I'm just saying, speaking from a woman's point of view, I don't think I would have done that, just because I wouldn't have wanted to affect my points level.
I bet you Danica Patrick would have.
She could pull it off.
She's got
feisty.
Some aggression there.
Yeah, she could pull it off.
She's got some aggression. All right, issue number 3. A lot of guys posted their top season performance at Richmond. Kasey Kahne, AJ Allmendinger,
yes,
Dave Blaney,
yes,
13th or something like that for Dave Blaney. A lot of guys sort of stepped up at Richmond. Now,
yes, very happy to.
The question is, will it continue? Well, I mean, Kasey Kahne, this was his first podium finish ever for Red Bull Racing. Will that continue, or was it just, okay, they had a good day?
Kasey Kahne can absolutely do that. Yeah.
Even for Red Bull Racing?
Yes.
Whose equipment may not be up to par.
I think that he can. I'm just going to keep saying that. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Why not? Yeah.
Well,
I think he can. Don't you?
I don't know. Kasey Kane, to me, throughout his career, has had problems with consistency. He'll have one stellar year and then an off year, and then a stellar year and then an off year.
Yeah. But do you say that's him, or do you say that's his equipment?
Well, I mean, his equipment didn't change that drastically from one year to the next when he was with Evernham, or, I mean, you might say the last year or
It's
two.
been a lot of up and downs.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
So, but you think Kasey Kane is the real deal and he can get it done in Red Bull equipment this year?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because he's so cute?
He's adorable. It's not because he's so cute. I just think he can. I think Kasey has the talent to do it. I don't know. And I think sometimes that even though your equipment might not be as good, you can still get, I mean, obviously, look, he finished third, you know? I think he could do it. Why do you say he finished third? It wasn't because everybody behind him was out of the race, you know?
It was his knee surgery.
I think there's something about getting knee surgery in NASCAR.
It's the new
You know,
MO,
I'm
man.
like, if I got knee surgery and then bought a lottery ticket, you think it would work?
That's it. Here, I'm going to get a hammer. I'm going to take your knee out. And then
All right, what's that movie? It's not, where she bangs his leg.
I don't know. All I could think of was Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
That could happen in NASCAR.
So I guess that makes me Jeff Gillooly.
Huh.
All right. Anne-Marie, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
It's been too long.
Yes, it's always been too long.
Once you're done shooting guns, and she doesn't do it for, like, fun.
Or for aggression.
Right. You're on a show on what's the network?
It's called Gallery of Guns. It's on the Sportsman's Channel. It starts June 28th, and it's going to air 3 times a week, so people have plenty of chances to see it. You're going to get sick of seeing it.
That's a lot of gun shooting. So look
it's gonna
for
be
that.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely look for that.
If you don't have it, contact your local cable provider.
Yeah.
And say, we demand Anne-Marie Rhodes.
Yeah, it's a cool channel. They've got a lot of cool shows on there. So June 28th. And then, of course, I have to give a shout out really quick to my hometown. They've been through such a bad disaster with a tornado coming through on April the 16th. So God bless you guys. And of course, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Virginia. Who am I leaving out? Georgia. Those guys have had it much, much, much more worse than we have, if you can even compare. So I just want to say I'm thinking about everybody. And make sure, let me throw this out there too, families out there to prepare. The best thing you can ever do with your kids is to have a drill today, because we've seen how bad Mother Nature's been lately. Just unbelievable, it seems, lately. So make sure you have a little drill with your little toddlers and just say, hey, if the weather gets bad, they know where to go. If it's the middle of the night, a lot of times that's where the most accidents and deaths happen, is the middle of the night, because parents can't get to the kids or vice versa. So let them know where they need to go if the storm gets bad. All right. I think that's the best way to prepare.
Anne-Marie Rhodes, giving a shout out to Sanford, North Carolina.
Yes, love you guys.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.